And given what happened yesterday, absolutely horrendous, what happened in Forest Hill.
Turfentine,
just next to Turfentine. And another pupil losing their life. So we're asking, and I think we've asked this before, but perhaps it's just our desperation at this point, because we are looking for some form of solution. So what measures do you believe should be put in place to curb the violence in our schools?
Yeah, it's such an important question, and like Sakina said, I think we've asked something like this before when another event of this nature has happened, and it's not something that unfortunately has become foreign to us. It's just devastating every single time that happened. And I saw someone, I don't know if it was the MEC, talking to the fact that usually you want to go to a school and hand out a matric certificate, not a death certificate, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. So what do we need to do? What needs to happen? It's just getting out of control. At Morning Live SABC, # Morning Live, that's where you can get hold of us.
Exactly. And I think we need to guard against accepting this and somehow normalizing this type of abnormal behavior.
All right, let's move on to some of the other stories that are making headlines today.
So the South African Revenue Service Commissioner, Edward Kiswetter, he'll be holding a media briefing on this year's filing season for personal income tax and related initiatives that will affect individual taxpayers. Does that scare you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Stats SA releases the gross domestic product for the first quarter. The economy is expected to have contracted in the first quarter.
And the youngest of the remaining 3 Krugersdorp killers will be sentenced in the South Gauteng High Court. Marcel Steyn, who's 21, participated in the brutal killing of 11 people in Krugersdorp between 2012 and 2016. Marcel was only 14 when she allegedly started participating in this murderous spree, which lasted 4 years. Co-accused have already been sentenced.
All right, let's go on to the trending topics of the day now. And of course, state capture inquiry, that's what happened yesterday. And this is where the former editor of the Gupta-owned TV station, ANN7, was testifying before the State Commission of Inquiry. He'll continue that today. I don't know if there were bombshells, because I think we knew the majority of this, and he's written a book about it.
It's all contained in the book.
It very much is, but it shocks you every time when you do hear these allegations coming out about the interference and involvement from the highest office in the land into this television station. So, it's I don't know.
The weirdest thought this morning, thinking about that. For some reason, there I am in the bathroom, and I'm thinking, where's Ashu Chawla?
Why would you be thinking about that?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
But his name, whatever is happening here, whenever the Guptas are mentioned, he is a central figure in everything that happens. So we've asked, where are the Guptas?
Yes.
But has anyone asked, where's Ashu Chawla?
Not really. I haven't heard that either.
What happened to him?
Well, maybe you open up a can of worms. Maybe we can find him. I'm not sure. But that's all related to the state capture inquiry and what was going on. So maybe that's why he came into your mind at this point. No way. All right, so the next one. Caster Semenya.
Yep.
And a good hashtag trend this time.
A good one, because the Swiss Federal Court of Appeal, they actually suspended the IAAF ruling to institute that rule where it would essentially ban Caster Semenya and others with high testosterone levels from participating in certain events. That is what that court ruling was about.
So the IAAF has, the ruling was successfully appealed, and now she can compete. And this is a big deal for her. It really is. And this is all sort of, related to that case where the question marks and the implementation of this and the injustice to this was just something that was blaring out at every single one of us. So when we say that this is good news, we do welcome this decision. It really is a good one. So let's just hope that the rest moves in this positive direction.
Absolutely. Who's that? Is it Lindsay Sharp there at the back? Okay.
Right at the back there. Yeah, that was her. Nicely spotted. Well done. Your eyes are good this morning. Turfentine, we've spoken to this. This is our question of the day. A devastating story coming out of another one of our South African schools, the stabbing to death of a learner at Forest High. He was among 3 who were attacked outside the school in what's believed to be a gang-related incident. So, you know, this is, I suppose, this isn't something that only happens on the school grounds. This happens outside of the school. Where are the police? Where are the community? Where are the parents? We can't only blame it on schools.
Yeah, and usually the school is a microcosm of broader society. Our schools reflect who we are as a society, as a community, as a nation.
Yeah, and that is the blatant, blunt truth of it all. So the answer to everything is a lot bigger than just looking into schools, because it doesn't just emanate from a school. In fact, it goes to a school and plays itself out.
It is brought into the school environment. All right, and the final one, hashtag Dr. Dre. Now, Dr. Dre, and this is all because Forbes have listed Jay-Z as the first hip-hop billionaire.
Yeah.
And so there was, you know, obviously Dr. Dre fans and coming out like, no, but how is it not Dr. Dre? And people were going on about that, about why it is that Dr. Dre is perhaps not yet a billionaire. And people, you know, also some tried to draw the distinction between actually being a billionaire and having made a billion. So that's what that's
It's one of those confusing ones. But yeah, they're just saying that in 2014, Dr. Dre became the first billionaire in hip-hop. In 2019, Jay-Z also becomes the first billionaire in hip-hop. Question mark, question mark. What are you guys talking about? He is not the first.
I guess he's made a billion.
Maybe.
But, you know, you can make a million. Are you a millionaire?
Yeah, exactly.
It's that sort of question.
Yeah.
That sort of distinction. So that's what that's about.
Go in. You can read it. You can tell. You do the numbers. All right. Those are your trending topics here on Morning Live. Time now.